What's an immediate red flag at a restaurant? Gordon Ramsay walking in with a camera crew. The smell of rancid oil. When you see the owner breaking apart frozen chicken on the curb out back. A huge menu. A huge varied menu. Places like Chinese, Mexican, and Indian restaurants generally have large menus, but most items use the same base ingredients. It's the places that try to incorporate lots of wildly different dishes that you want to avoid. More than 2 of the waitstaff are crying. All of the furniture and menus are weirdly sticky. High humidity inside. What's something schools need to stop teaching children? We don't tolerate bullying, my ass. Either actually do something to get both the bully and the victim the help they need, or just admit you can't be asked to enforce your rules. Indeed, my solution was to trip my bully down a flight of stairs. He never fucked with me again. That their schoolwork is more important than their physical and mental health. No kid should feel that they would be better off dead than failing. That there's no consequences for violent behavior. Kids will regularly assault other kids, teachers, and they'll be back in the same room as their victims they assaulted by the end of the day. That everyone is meant for college. You won't be allowed to get away with X when you get to college. Bitch, you can get away with just about anything legal in college. Your professors don't give a shit so long as you aren't annoying them. What's the dumbest thing you've done for sex? Drove 30 miles into the middle of bumfuck nowhere to meet up with a girl I had been talking to on MySpace. Ended up in a single wide on a mattress on the floor with just a light bulb hanging from a chain and cats everywhere. Being 17 is a weird time. Let a girl borrow my PS2. She never gave it back. She was a freak and it was my first time. She said I had to put jam on my dick if I wanted head or rub ice on it if I wanted to fuck. First and last time I've had a sticky cold penis. Kinda miss the thrill. 46-hour Greyhound bus ride. We just celebrated our 15th anniversary, and I tell her all the time I would do anything for her, except get on another bus for 46 hours. What's a quote that always gives you peace? Don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Not really a quote, but a therapist told me to go with the plan, not the mood, helps me to get things done on harder days. You will become way less concerned with what other people think of you when you realize how seldom they do. David Foster Wallace, Infinite Jest. This too shall pass. My best friend, who was struggling with a terrible illness, used to say, "I'll survive." Or "I won't, and it'll be okay." I always thought to myself, WTF, of course it won't be okay if you die. But then she died, and you know what? Things are okay. I've taken on quite a bit of her zen attitude about things. I guess that was her gift to me. Edit. Wow, thanks you for all the upvotes and awards. Made my day. Don't take criticism from someone you wouldn't take advice from. What's your weirdest but surprisingly effective life hack that you swear by? It's not super weird, but whenever I go to get a glass of water I make a point to chug as much as I reasonably can, then fill it back up before I leave the kitchen. It's like farming free hydration XP at the spawn. My grandfather always used to say, "Don't argue with a jackass. A person watching won't be able to tell the difference." I do favors for my future self. If I do this now I make it easier for future me, and then it becomes easier for present me because I'm doing it for someone else. It's not weird, but you wouldn't believe how much you can get done in the kitchen while waiting for the microwave to beep.